Gildan Media presents Your Coach in a Box, affordable, life-changing audio programs.
Gildan Media presents an unabridged recording of Doing Good Better, How Effective Altruism Can Help You Make a Difference, by William Macaskill. Narrated by Pratt. The following dedication appears in the book. To Toby Ord, Peter Singer, and Stanislav Petrov, without whom this book would not have been written. Introduction. Worms and water pumps. How can you do the most good? Up until 1989, Trevor Field was a typical middle-aged South African man who had lived a fairly normal life. He enjoyed fresh steaks, cold beer, and fishing with his friends. Working in advertising for magazines like Top Car and Penthouse, he had never thought seriously about using his skills for the greater good. When he discovered the play pump, however, everything changed. That year, Field and his father-in-law, a farmer, visited an agricultural fair in Pretoria. There he met a water engineer named Ronnie Stiver, who was demonstrating a model for a new type of water pump. The demonstration reminded Field of a fishing trip he'd taken years before, during which he had watched the women of a rural village wait for hours next to a windmill-powered water pump. There had been no wind that day, but the women, who had trekked for miles, still needed to bring water back to their homes. So they simply sat and waited for the water to flow. Field had been struck by how unfair this was. There simply must be a better way to do this, he thought. Now, he was witnessing a potential solution. Stiver's invention seemed brilliant. Instead of the typical hand pump or windmill pump found in many villages in poor countries, Stiver's pump doubled as a playground merry-go-round. Children would play on the merry-go-round, which, as it spun, would pump clean water from deep underground to a storage tank. No longer would the women of the village need to walk miles to draw water using a hand pump or wait in line at a windmill-powered pump on a still day. The play pump, as it was called, utilized the power of playing children to provide a sustainable water supply for the community. African kids have almost nothing, not even books in school, let alone playground equipment, and access to water is a huge problem, Field later told me. I thought it was just the best idea I've ever seen. Field.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?